sacrifice?
It's you, isn't it?
No! Stay back!
Anyway, take it easy, yeah?
Is this beast a shade as well?
No! You've got to stop this!
Tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord.
I don't want to hurt my friends.
Kill him, you glorious bastard!
I have a reason to live!
We're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
This ends here.
Kaine!
Our true memories are still there. How dare you ignore them?
We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so.
I shall fight by their side, now and forever.
I'm tired of this world and everybody in it. But I'll become his sword one last time.
No! Kaine!
I'm gonna save you. I swear it.
Thanks for always being there for me.
Well, hello. Welcome to NieR Replicant. So if you've played this game, you know that there's a different cutscene that plays at the beginning of the original PS3 game. Just gonna start this so that the cutscene doesn't roll again. There's a preview that plays, but it's much less spoilery. Like, this cutscene that just played, I'm glad I played the original, otherwise quite a few surprises would have been already hinted at. Anyway, I won't go too hard on that, but I guess if you are watching this and you haven't played this game, try to avoid watching that cutscene. So just briefly, before we get into the beginning of this, I want to talk about my history with NieR. I rented NieR from a Blockbuster video in, I guess it must have been 2010, 2011 maybe, I don't remember exactly. I had not heard anything about the game anywhere, and, you know, I used to keep up with video game news back then, but I wasn't obsessive about it. I think I'm a little bit more plugged in these days. So I picked it up at the store and I looked at it and I was like, Square Enix? Okay. and I didn't know anything about the game. Now, I've never played Drakengard, any of them, still to this day, so I wasn't familiar with Yoko Taro. And I was looking at the game, and it just looked weird, you know. So I was like, all right, well, at that point, I hadn't played a JRPG in a while because the PS3 was not a great console for them, or at least as far as I remember. And I was like, I had been kind of steadily disappointed in JRPGs from about the midway point of the PS2 era because everything had gotten like. It was still turn based, but you could tell that everybody was just desperate to get away from turn based combat, which I really enjoy. I think, to me, that's the best way to play JRPGs. And you know, I just wasn't enjoying games because the combat was getting in the way usually. So I was kind of getting away from JRPGs to a large extent, and you know, I saw this game and I'm like, well, I really don't know what I'm getting into. The fact that I don't know anything about this game makes me worried because this might just be like a B team game that's gonna, you know, get weird, either in story or mechanics at some point. But I didn't have anything else to play, so I took a chance. I rented the game, and I played the beginning, and I did not like it at all. The let's try. We'll mess with this later, but I'm glad to see that it's here. So this game didn't make a very good impression on me. Graphics-wise, I mean, it's not bad looking at all, but the main character's face in NieR Gestalt, which is the version we got in the West. I mean, I don't know why he looks like that. Like, I guess Yoko Taro is like having revenge or taking revenge for having to make that character for the West, but it's like, why was it so off-putting? And I'm sure that has a lot to do with why that game didn't sell well. It also has a very slow beginning, so I just could not get into it, and I think I returned it early. I was like, fucking wasting my money, wasting my time. And then I just kept thinking about the game, and it just kind of got into my brain. Vertical rotation adjust. Horizontal pursuit. Oh wow. Vertical pursuit. I don't know what that's gonna come into play for. Pursuit. I don't remember this. It's been a while since I played the game. Well, about 2 years, but still, I feel like I would remember that. Lock on speed. Oh, yeah. Could you not lock on in the first NieR? Camera rotation, zoom. Oh, there's a lot of camera options. Interesting. Anyway, so I couldn't get the game out of my brain, and something was telling me like, you know, I guess I have to give this game another chance. It felt like there was maybe something there, and I gave up on it too quickly. And anyway, I went to rent it again, but I wasn't too sure about the game. And right after I rented it was when Blockbuster announced that they were going out of business and were closing all their stores. And I cannot. I've been turning down the music in games like crazy lately. I think I'm just getting old and I get too distracted by having too many sounds. But I cannot bring myself to turn the music down in this game. So auto stereo? What's auto stereo? I don't know what that means. So anyway, so I rented the game from Blockbuster. Then they said they were going out of business. Oh, one-handed left. Okay, let me finish this fucking story. It's taking forever. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have gotten into the menu at that. Well, trying to do that. So, I basically knew that I could keep the game forever. And I went back to that Blockbuster and rented several more things and basically never gave them back. And I still have that copy of my PS3 disc. And I went on to finish it. And really, I didn't, I was plugged into internet communities to some extent back then, but not really, I guess, for Japanese games, because like Dark Souls and this game were games, and Demon Souls, of course, were games that I basically discovered everything on my own about until probably like 2014. And that's when, I got into like secrets, stuff that I'd never thought of for a lot of games. But this game, I actually like finished everything. I kind of just kept playing it, kind of by rote memory, or not like like instinct. And I found all the endings and everything, and I was just blown away. And even then, I had no idea about Drakengard. So when I found that out, that was amazing. But this game just, man, what a special game. And if you've never played it, even on the PS3, like just give it a chance. It improves, steadily improves until by the end it just feels amazing. But it does have, especially if you play the PS3 version, some pretty off-putting graphics. And even the gameplay, until you kind of figure out what the game is going for, you really may not enjoy it. But I think without further ado, we can get into this. Now, it's going to be a short stream because it's late and I have to work early tomorrow. But there's no way I can just have this sitting on my PS4 and not play at least the beginning. So let's do that.
All I ask is your
Goddamn book. Get away, you freaks! I'll kill you all!
Are they gone?
Hey, you okay?
I think so. I'm sorry. It'll stop in a second. I promise. But what about those monsters? Are they gonna come back for me?
Don't worry, Yona. I won't let those things anywhere near you. Sit tight. I'm gonna go see if I can find something to eat. Oh, and Yona.
Yeah?
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Got it?
Got it.
Damn! How many of these things are there? They just keep coming!
The
Won't let you
oh, I was gonna say the graphics are really good.
I need more power. I need to protect Yona. Stay away from my sister. I won't let anyone hurt Yona! So this is the power of the Black Book.
Oh. Wait. Oh wow, the camera turns awfully slow. I have to change that.
Yoda!
Oh. I was like, I didn't know you could go over there. You can't. Camera is a little stiff. I don't think the original game feels like this. It's a little weird, but hopefully I can get into the settings later and fix that. In the meantime, though, the game looks really fucking good. Holy shit. I don't think you have a free camera like this in this part of the game. But, wow, this little environment just feels way more alive. It's great.
Yona, talk to me.
It's It's okay. I'm fine. What about you?
Those guys were nothing.
Okay, good. Hey, by the way, look at this. I found it while you were gone.
Whoa. Is that a cookie?
Here. We can split it.
No, you take it.
No, you need to eat too.
Fine. I'll take the small half.
No. Come on. You need to keep up your straight.
Yona! Yona!
Oh no. I'm sorry, I dropped the cookie. I didn't mean to.
Yona? Why did you...
You've always been the one helping me. So I just wanted to...
No. Yona! Yona! We need help. Please, somebody, we need help! Help us! Oh, Yona. All right, I'm heading out.
Can I come with you today?
Better not. I'm probably going hunting.
Okay.
But I'll bring you back a book from the library, okay?
Yay! Thanks!
I'll see you later. Try and get some rest.
Love you.
Oh.
I'll be good while you're gone. I promise. I'm sorry I'm so sick. Be careful, okay? Love you.
I should go to the library and see what Popola's up to.
Okay, let's get into the settings. Ah. is up. Oh, oh, whoa. Okay, I guess the camera's just gonna be weird in this game. I'll have to fiddle with the settings before the next stream. It shouldn't be a problem right now because I'm not gonna get into anything heavy really before I end the stream, but that's kind of weird. It definitely is not like this in the original game. But man, the game looks really good. I mean, it's obviously a remake of an older game. That, you know, that much is obvious. It's not NieR Automata quality, but it looks really beautiful. And in some parts, it feels more. Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I played NieR Automata. But at times, and in some of the cutscenes, the graphics looked really good. So we'll see. Hello, chicken. I wanted to say, I guess I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. For a game that made such a bad impression, and that I, you know, basically was so suspicious of because it wasn't a Final Fantasy game, even though by this point Final Fantasy was already disappointing me quite a bit. But it was before the debacle of Final Fantasy 13. Which I guess it's the last Final Fantasy game I played. Anyway, this game is pretty fucking amazing. And of course what NieR Automata went on to do, which is even more mature. But it's kind of crazy that, you know, Final Fantasy can't muster up enough to be this relevant. And also just believable. I mean, this game has some anime shit in it, sure. But like the Final Fantasy VII remake was like, oh my god, if you don't like anime, you will loathe that game.
Shades don't like sunlight. If you're attacked by shades and find yourself in trouble, run to somewhere bright.
The addition of voiceover for every line is pretty nice.
You should quit working so hard and come have a drink. First round's on me.
Hey, I can't drink. Besides, I need to get back to Yona.
I could save, but let's look around a little bit more. And I'll talk some more shit about Final Fantasy. I'll put it this way. You know, Final Fantasy 13 was so bad.
Morning.
Hey, Devila.
You keep running around like that, you're gonna trip and fall on your face.
I think I'll be okay, but thanks for the warning.
Hey, come on, let's play.
Sorry, I've got work to do. Maybe next time.
Stop working and play with me for once.
There's no better sight than children in high spirits. It makes me feel young just looking at them.
So anyway, I keep interrupting myself, but you know, this game just has things that you kind of have to stop and smell the roses sometimes. I'll get away a little bit from stuff. But what I wanted to say, like, you know, this game, and Yoko Taro is very clever. I think it's kind of a testament to how much this guy who's super weird and likes to make super weird and really kind of sad games, he's, you know, having all this like late career success and people are really paying attention to him. I mean, this is one of the highest selling games already and it just came out today. It's getting a lot of attention. It's just a testament to when you have good ideas and when you follow through on them, people will pay attention. And that's why Final Fantasy is in shambles, because they are so scared and paralyzed to do anything. And, you know, I think it's my belief that one of the main problems with Final Fantasy is that it doesn't like itself. The people who make it have been trying to make Final Fantasy something different than what it is for a very long time now, to the point where it's become, I don't know what it is. I mean, nobody really knows what Final Fantasy is. And it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm sort of interested in Final Fantasy 16. It's, I mean, just the 16 hanging out there feels a little monstrous at this point. But it's somewhat encouraging that it seems to be getting back to something familiar. But I'm keeping my eye on it, and if it just turns out to be something that, you know, Square Enix once again trying to shove down everybody's throat how cool Final Fantasy is without actually making it good or cool or anything, then I'm probably just going to tune out from the series completely. But I would love to see Final Fantasy return. But in the meantime, it's games like this that have really stolen the limelight from Final Fantasy. And as far as JRPGs go, that you play and are actually memorable and interesting and thought-provoking and emotion-provoking. Yeah, I mean, this game is pretty simple compared to a Final Fantasy game, but it's way more effective in almost every way. Now there's, you know, personal taste, of course, and I know that there's people that don't gel with Yoko Taro, but man, it really works for me.
Between you and me, working security in the shopping district is pretty peaceful compared to the other gates.
Is that NieR Gestalt? Voice actors?
Between you and me, working security in the shopping district is pretty peaceful compared to the other gates.
He might just sound similar.
Sure wish I had a nice girl like Yona in my family.
Make sure you stock up on necessities before heading out to hunt. Come back anytime.
Oh, you aren't out hunting today?
Why not fill your garden with flowers? I hope you grow some real buttes.
I hope you grow some real buttes.
My sister's gonna rake me over the coals if I don't get my shopping done soon. She's a real slave driver. And if I wasn't scared of her, I'd tell her so.
I don't remember that line. I wouldn't.
The sheep in the northern plains are usually gentle, but if you chase them, they'll sometimes turn and attack you. Mutton is an important food source to the people of this village, but we often get injured while hunting.
It's a nice little rainbow effect. There you go. Cool. This game has a little bit of flair to it.
I'm all by myself because Mom and Dad are working, and I'm bored. My husband guards the eastern gate, and he keeps staying later and later. If you see him at night, tell him to come home early for once.
Some of the gate guards make a habit of coming home late. They claim to be working, but I think they all slip off to the tavern and get hammered. It's not right, I tell ya.
Okay, well, I think I'm actually going to end the stream, mostly because I'm having this camera issue, and I feel like I'm going to have to fiddle with the options quite a bit to get it working normally. But also, like I said, it's late, and I really should go to bed and get some rest before work. But I'm really glad that this happened. Again, I have NieR on PS3, but my thing is, I don't think a lot of people played that game. I think a lot of people who tried it probably didn't finish it because it's not a game that makes a great first impression. But I do think it's actually a really, really great game. So yeah, I'm really happy this remake happened. I would love to see Drakengard get remade because, like I said, I still haven't played them. I'm just kind of past the point where I'm going to get a PS2 and play those games. I guess I could try to emulate them. I've never been a fan of emulation, really. But those might be games that are worth doing that for. I'm guessing if this game does well with the success of NieR Automata, that we'll probably... Let me get out of that. That it's possible we'll see a Drakengard remake, remaster, something. But yeah, I'm just in general like really excited that between this and like games like Persona, JRPGs seem to be kind of on a resurgence. And there's been some really good stuff. I mean, obviously there's other stuff like Octopath Traveler. So there seems to be a market for it, and I think developers are finally paying attention. So I'm really excited to play the rest of this. I'll be streaming it. I think, I don't know if I'm going to stream the whole game. I usually get distracted before I can finish a game. But, you know, I'll try to stream a good chunk of the beginning to serve as kind of an introduction to the story, in case anybody's kind of on the fence. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.